Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. This is early afternoon of September 29th, 2020. It's a Tuesday here in Central Ohio, and I'm getting ready to run my daily report. So we'll begin with a report for Spain. Spain's numbers have not looked good so far. Uh, Certainly no major downtrends in either cases or deaths, although if I recall properly, cases deaths may have actually been relatively flat. Let's just see what's going on here, shall we? Let's change our date to 9. So what we can see for Spain is they're still averaging 2,740 cases per day and roughly about 115 deaths per day. Calculate a couple of moving averages, pull out the dates here. The reason I'm eliminating zeros is because the Spanish government, or who is tracking the data in Spain, uh, isn't actually recording the numbers for Saturday. The numbers for Saturday and Sunday in Spain are being added into Monday's numbers. So therefore, if you look at the data, Saturday and Sunday both have zeros. So therefore, we have to eliminate any, which is unfortunate because we may never know whether or not it's okay. Never mind. Never mind. So first, let's take a look at the mortality rate. Now, if you look here, let's try 0. So it would appear that they have a very low mortality rate, if this is correct. 0.6. I mean, if these are correct, their mortality rate is under is a 0.6%. Okay, let's take a look at the cumulative cases then. So as you can see, here's an observation for the 28th. And that's 31,785 cases. Continuing upward trend in cases. Okay, now here's the numbers for number of deaths beginning in April. You can see a decline up here. So there are 241 deaths on 9/28. They had 179 deaths, and the deaths are continuing to trend upward. Let's take a little closer look at here. You can see the pattern: up, 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 down, 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 up. So that's 21st, that's 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 28th. Okay? So overall, I suppose, well, because the daily deaths are now creeping up towards 250 a day, so that's not a good situation. It's as simple as that. That's not a good situation. The only question is, will quarantines actually matter? Okay, so once again, This is the current spike, the June spike, continue a steady upward trend. Okay, let's go back here. Let's try something back over here first. Let's change this to 7. We want to capture as much as the data as we can without using the underlying pattern. Okay, this doesn't really change anything here. What's this right here? What day is that? The 28th? So here, the reason these numbers are so high, because these are all Monday dates, right? Because this number here includes all the cases from Saturday and Sunday also, which is a little bit annoying. So, I'm not sure. What do you think about the 7-day moving average? Does it tell us, what we're looking for here is the underlying trend? And again, I think it's too much because it's giving too much weight to these Monday numbers. Let's come back over here then. Although we could say, so now let's try these numbers one more time. What we're looking for here is the underlying trend. Okay, you can see that going up, 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 up. Cases. Okay, so what is the actual cases for here? I mean, do we want to do an average of these three, for instance? I mean, how do we take into account the fact that the Monday numbers include Saturday and Sunday also, leading to a real spike? But we know, well, the overall trend is still up, and it's as simple as that. And this here had a huge spike up. You have these little bumps here, then you have this huge spike up here, which is kind of strange. And the fact is the deaths are increasing, as you can see here. So one more time, let's take a look at the spike for the current numbers. Continuing upward climb, and continuing upward climb. Let's take a look at the weekly averages. Week may be a better way to do it because you're averaging all the cases for the week in there. So once again, you can see here the steady increase up in cases. This is the current week. For 2 days in, it's already approaching half of this value here. Deaths, as you can see, this is 1,000. So the deaths are last 2 weeks have been about 750 each. Let's take a look at monthly numbers. You can see September cases have already passed August. And the September deaths have passed August also. So for September so far, they have roughly 2,500 deaths. Okay. If you can, while these three numbers here are low, so you had 3 months of relatively low deaths, followed by a spike in deaths. Okay. So let's run this from the top. Take one last look here, make sure we haven't missed anything. weekly cases, weekly deaths, monthly totals, monthly deaths. Okay, so that takes care of Spain for today. Thanks for stopping by for the Spanish report. I'll be back in just 2 minutes with the next report, which should be Israel, I believe.